An American visitor to the country has denied causing the crash that killed 2 people near Kerikeri in the far north this week. 2 Northland men, Tevan Tepania and James Hamiora, were killed on Monday night when the Subaru collided with a car driven by Reiss Berger on State Highway 10 north of the Puketona Junction. This morning, the 21-year-old student made his first appearance in the Kaikohe District Court. Our Northern reporter Lois Williams was at the hearing, and I asked her what Reiss Berger had to say.
Well, John, he didn't actually speak, but his lawyer, Mike Dodds, told the court he's going to be pleading not guilty to all 5 charges. That's 2 of causing death by driving carelessly on the wrong side of the road and 3 of causing injury. Now, the police have said that his car was on the wrong side of the road when they arrived at the crash scene, but he's denying that he was driving carelessly. His lawyer says he was in the correct lane, that is, he was on the left coming out of an S-bend, but he saw the oncoming car, which was a Subaru, crossing the line towards him. So he then veered right to try to avoid it. So that's going to be the basis of his defence.
These are serious charges, aren't they? How did Reiss Berger, who was 21 years old, how did he look in court?
Yeah, he looked very solemn and very serious in the dock. He's sort of slightly built, dark-haired young man. And although he's a US citizen, he's actually been studying at University of Melbourne, and he'd flown over on Monday to spend the term break with his girlfriend, and she's a student at Auckland University. So they hired a rental car at Auckland International Airport and they set off, and they were heading for Matori Bay for a holiday when this crash happened, and it was quite late on Monday night, about 11:15.
So, Lois, this isn't a substantive hearing. Evidence has not been considered. The issue that was being addressed this morning really was, should Berger be able to return to Australia while he's awaiting trial?
That's right. It was a bail issue. Of course, he handed his passport in to the police after the crash, and they were a bit opposed to giving it back to him. They said there's been a few cases of people promising to come back to court and then heading off to Spain and not showing up or whatever. And he's due, of course, to return to the States from Australia in July.
Right.
But the lawyer, Mike Dodds, told the judge there's no way this is going to happen with Reiss Berger. Now, his father was in court today, and he is a US attorney. And he flew across to New Zealand immediately after the crash. And he has signed an affidavit saying he will ensure his son comes back for every court appearance that's scheduled, and either he or his wife will be flying back each time from the States to support him. He said the young man, also wants to study law, and he won't be doing anything to jeopardise his future career prospects.
Gosh, this is pretty unusual in every respect. So on the basis of that, the dad and all the evidence that was given, he was granted bail.
That's right. The Judge McDonald said Berger had no previous convictions. He said it could take months to arrange the trial, and even if he were convicted, it's highly unlikely he would go to jail. And he did note the father's affidavit and his son's aspirations to be a lawyer. He said if he didn't come back to New Zealand, we could always extradite him. And, to paraphrase, that wouldn't be a good look for a future lawyer. So Mr. Berger has been remanded for a case review hearing on the 18th of May.